Man, I got this shit paused like this, and she looking like that. Oh wow. Oh man, I'm such a weirdo. Anna, she- oh god, Anna like that person when they had their first taste of shit, coffee in the morning. It hits you different like that. Oh, what the fuck she look like, but. So yeah, talking about TYT again. Man, I'm turning to the Vanguard now. Damn, but anyway, yeah, Jank. Oh god, um, I see. Like I guess the right wing tactic of pandering to the right isn't working. So I guess Jank, he's going back to his old tricks, like another populist takeover of the Democratic Party. Like dude, like didn't we try this with AOC and the squad, and they end up being just Democrats that say a crumb or two every now and again, like, yeah, we need health care. Yeah, we need to fight the oligarchy. Like a populist takeover. I thought that was just as Democrats were supposed to do. Like people told me that the Justice Democrats were supposed to be like the Democratic Tea Party, like supposed to cause a ruckus, supposed to disrupt shit, but they went on to get along because Nancy Pelosi and the Democratic elite threatened they tenure. Like, and then we had the main one, AOC, said that she'll be a one-term congresswoman, but she's still there, like doing oligarchy tours, raising $10 million in a safe district. Like, a lot of people said she could be raising that money to run for Senate, but nah, nah, you don't raise that much money to run for Senate. Senate is a bigger seat than the House, but nah, she running for president. So anyway, let's see what Jake got to say. Lord have mercy, man. It'd be nice. Nah, I leave that for the end, but I'm gonna let this play because this and oh Lord, I'm laughing so hard I'm shaking the camera. Here we go.
Joining us now with a big announcement is Cenk Uygur. Cenk, how you doing?
Good, Anna. How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right. I'm in New York, as you can tell, and
I ain't gonna lie, man. I know I'm nitpicking, but Anna just looks so uncomfortable now. She just don't look like she fit. She look like she's pulling her teeth doing that. Like I don't like you. Body language don't lie, man. It don't lie. Like everybody say it. Like Anna isn't happy. She isn't happy here. She isn't happy on TYT. Like I don't know whether it's the right wing pivot she been doing. Like maybe she want to be on Fox News. I don't know, but she don't look happy. Like that fake ass smile she got on her face. Like I also noticed too that she doesn't be in the Poly Market studio much. Like that's a red flag right there. And I don't want to hear that. That she just want to avoid traffic. Like, and I don't want to hear that she's staying home. To avoid Corona. No, no. Yeah. Oh God, you continue.
a fun hotel room here. So, big announcement.
Oh God. Thank God for ad blocker. This is probably an ad.
Today. We are launching a populist takeover of the Democratic Party. We're doing it through a Rebellion PAC, rebellionpac.com. So, what does that mean? First of all, what are we concentrating on? Economic populism. So we are going to find candidates, and we already have, and I'll tell you who some of those candidates are, that believe in doing real populism, not the kind of fake populism that Donald Trump and Elon Musk did, and obviously not the establishment. So we're at the very center of the Democratic Party.
But this sounds like the same shit you tried in 2018, though, dude. Like what? This is the big announcement. Like you just doing the. Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. You doing the same thing, but you doing it with a little twist. Like so more economic populism. A little bit more economic populism. Not. You know, let's say, yeah. Like oh God, oh God.
The 6 policy proposals are incredibly popular. They all poll over 2/3. They're the most popular positions the Democratic Party has. And so our revolutionary idea is, why don't we do them first? And let's get a giant coalition to do this. And we're planting our flag and saying we think the Democratic Party should go towards economic populism. And so we have an incumbent that is a sitting congressman who's with us and has already joined the rebellion.
Yeah, the Democrats gonna go to economic populism like faster than Trump sending out $5,000 baby bonus checks. It's not gonna happen, bro. Like, oh God, like no. The Democratic Party love capitalism, boy. They benefit from capitalism, bro. Fuck your populism. That's what they'll tell you.
We have several candidates who have joined the rebellion, and as you'll see, they're about as populist as it gets. So some portions of the party, the establishment, are basically in the do nothing camp, and some good folks are in the do everything camp, maximalist position. We're in the camp of do the right things and build up power and leverage, regain the country. And Anna, most importantly, in 2026, let's go in blue, purple, and red districts. Let's take power back from Donald Trump and then build the credibility and the leverage to be able to help in picking a 2028 candidate for the Democratic.
You know, saying is like this shit got leaked a month or two ago. Like I guess he was talking to his members or something like that on Zoom or something like that, and they said that they was gonna do this. So this is not really a big announcement. Like we knew what you were gonna do. Like, so the right wing stuff didn't work. Like you basically clapped out your own channel, and now you're gonna do what you did back in 2018 that basically got you the fuse. Like, I ain't gonna lie, the Justice Democrats, that era though, it had me pumped, man. I was excited. I said, Bernie Sanders, yeah, he got cheated in 2016. If he runs again in 2020, hopefully he'll learn his lesson and fight. I thought Bernie was gonna fight, and then ALC, remember, I gave ALC money even though the damn woman wasn't not even in my district, like thousands of miles away, but I still supported her because I said, hey, she's gonna fight, she's gonna fight, and got excited, and then yeah, like then they voted for the CARES Act, and then she called Nancy Pelosi Mama Bear, and then she voted president on the Iron Dome, and then broke a rebel strike. But yeah. But hey, if I talk about Bernie and ALC, I'm a fake leftist. So hey, also too, like Crystal and Kyle Kalinske, they have these candidates on that said they're not the establishment and they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that. Like, bro, like unless you're running third party, like you have to follow what the Democrats want you to do. Like you ain't gonna be able to do what the fuck you want, bro. Like ask ALC that. Like Nancy Pelosi had ALC crown like a like a wuss. Like trust me.
Primaries, take back the Democratic Party and take back the country. And so this is a practical plan. It's a real plan. It involves real candidates. And again, with the most popular positions within the Democratic Party. Let's go win. Let's take power back for the people.
So how is this different from?
Oh God, I know Anna gonna ask why I asked, but yeah, take power back from what? That's what I'm gonna ask. Take power from what? Like, bro. This shit is a funny stream, bro. Oh my God. I just want to know, take power from what? Like you running through a party that's so entrenched in oligarchy money is that like what they gonna do? But
What was done through Justice Democrats, for instance, right? So Justice Democrats started or launched with you, by the way, being one of the people who pushed for it. And the idea was to get progressives to challenge Democratic incumbents, and that's how we have people like AOC in the House of Representatives. How is this different?
Yeah, so great question. So I was one of the co-founders of Just Democrats, and as our audience knows, we launched Just Democrats right here on Young Turks. And Ro Khanna, again, was the first person to sign up. You lead by leading, and that brother has a lot of courage. And he's had the right idea all along, economic patriotism. And I am proud to announce that Ro Khanna is now part of the rebellion. So super happy to have him on board. He believes in new economic patriotism. That's his term for it, and I love it. And he's in California 17 and is always leading the way. He's a co-chair, of course, of Bernie Sanders' presidential campaign. So thrilled to have him with us. There's another face that you'll remember in a second. But Anna, to your question about how this is different this time around, two things. Number one, back then the timing was right to win some stunning victories as we did in the AOC race, and then arguably in Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar and Ayanna Pressley. And so, but unfortunately, the Democratic Party and the Democratic voters weren't quite ready for a takeover. They still had faith in the Democratic establishment. Now, obviously, we tried to warn them. Bernie tried to warn them for year after year after year, saying that this establishment is never going to win. You guys are missing it. It's not just that they don't have the right policies and they've been too corrupted by money in politics. We're in a populist era. And if you keep running the most corporate, most establishment candidates, you can't win. But at the time, the voters were not quite ready to hear that message after the debacle. And number two, we're sticking with our most popular issues. And we're giving a solemn promise that we are going to pass those bills. And so if we don't pass those bills, there should be accountability. So I don't want this to be the same old.
What bills you gonna pass? What are you talking about? Bills? Like, bro, people like Congress people propose bills. They don't even touch the speaker's They don't even touch the speaker's pedestal, whatever we fucking call it. The speaker's desk. What? You think the Democratic Party gonna put populist bills for them to vote on? This guy, man, Francesca, right? This guy is so delusional, man. Cenk is so delusional. It don't make any sense whatsoever. Like this, like Cenk, you okay, buddy? Like you don't know how shit works. Like you remember Forced to Vote? Like basically you're doing that with a twist. Like Forced to Vote was basically withholding a vote for speaker to put Medicare for all on the floor for a vote. So that's leverage. So how are they gonna have leverage without any concessions to put populist bills on the floor for a vote? Oh my God, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop capping, bro. Hold on. Damn. Here you go.
Bill that Biden proposed, COVID relief bill, they had $15 minimum wage in there, and then they took it out. Well, the minute they took it out, that is when all the progressives in Congress should have risen up and said, no, that is our bare minimum ask. If you're taking that out, you're saying you're not going to do any of the progressive priorities. No, we said $15 minimum wage. We meant $15 minimum wage. We're voting no unless you give us $15 minimum wage. And if they had done that, they almost certainly would have gotten it passed. But they chose.
But again, Forced to Vote is basically that. No speakership. No speakership. Oh God! Like it's basically what Forced to Vote was, like leverage. Hey, no speakership for you, Nancy Pelosi. If you don't put this bill on the floor, that's what I meant to say. Oh my God! This guy is so unserious, man.
not to, and that applies to all Democrats. And of course, 8 Democrats in the Senate voted against it. But you see, that's part of the problem, Anna. This is a real challenge to the establishment, because if the establishment says no, paid family leave or $15 minimum wage, et cetera, are not going to pass, and you need to be quiet about it, our candidates will not be quiet about it. Because if they are, they're gone, then they're not part of the rebellion. This is not for ego fulfillment. This is not to help anybody's career. This is to actually get the bills passed, because that's the only.
Get the bills passed. Yeah. Man, well, they're gonna be gone then, because they're gonna have that talk this time from Hakeem Jeffries and Nancy Pelosi too. Hey, y'all start all that capping y'all ass out of here. Like, come on, man. Cenk is so delusional. It don't make any sense.
Only thing that actually affects the American voters' lives. The rest is all about ego and careers, and no one in this organization is interested in that.
So are you saying that Rebellion PAC will essentially challenge the candidate, and if they don't go along with what Rebellion PAC had supported them to do?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So like I said, if paid family leave polls at 84%, if you're not willing to go to the mat for that, then you're not willing to go to the mat for anything. And so then you're not really actually part of the rebellion. So that's an easy decision. So there's 2 different parts to Anna, to be clear. There's the campaigns, and then when you're actually in Congress. So in the campaigns, they've all signed up for the populist plank. So again, you can see that at rebellionpac.com. And
well, I know that Justice Democrats keep Cenk out because of stuff he said, but it's like, why you didn't? My thing is, okay, now he's claiming that he gonna hold their feet to the fire. But why you even before they kick you out, you should have said, "Hey, I leave," but you Justice, whoever in charge of Justice Democrats should have hold AOC and them in the squad feet to the fire. But no, y'all went silent. Like, y'all called out a couple of times, but I remember most of y'all, y'all went silent and shit. And she did all of that shit when those radical leftists was calling her ass out on her bullshit. Remember the like my thing is, if you supposed to be like, the Met Gala is a bourgeois rich folks party to wear clown clothes. Why you went with a white dress that on the back says "tax the rich"? Why you went to a Met Gala anyway? Like, Met Gala is the rich. For the rich. Oh my God, that's crazy. One of these members of this rebellion pack goes there and what they gonna say? Paid family leave for all. I mean, what the hell this nigga talking about? Man, I'm on that bullshit today. For a while.
Listed as some of the provisions for you. The others are anti-war, money out of politics. Don't let private equity buy our residential homes. They're driving up housing prices. Negotiate drug prices through Medicare. It's insane not to. And so Ro Khanna, by the way, calls himself a progressive capitalist. And I say that I'm in favor of democratic capitalism. So what you're sensing here is, we believe in democracy.
What the hell is a democratic capitalist? Progressive capitalism? What? Democratic capitalism? Progressive capital? What? That don't make any sense. Like, capitalism is a grotesque word. I would not. I like saying I'm a communist capitalist. What?
We believe in this system. We love the Constitution. We love America, but we need the voters to check the excesses of corporations, the donors, and corporate rule. So the most important thing is money out of politics. So they're all going to run on those 6. And then beyond that, we're not nitpicking. We're not doing purity tests. So if you want to be center left, far left, anything else along the spectrum, totally fine. But we're focusing on economic populism, and we're focusing on these 6 bills, and we're gonna get these passed. And then once you build up leverage and credibility, then you want to make the next ask and the next ask. That makes sense, but you've got to earn that from the American voters. And so this is 100% to serve the voters and not the donors. That is, as usual, the very, very core of it.
So just let me say quickly, because it might seem weird that I'm like.
But Jake, ain't you the same one that when you ran for president, which was a joke? The only reason why you did that was to sell your book. That's how irrelevant Jake got. Like it's sad. Like Jake usually used to be a big face of the left. Now he's really irrelevant. Like nobody talks about him anymore. Nobody studying his ass. Like he had to run a fake presidential campaign to sell his book, and then he'll say he'll take corporate PAC money. Like somebody that says that, then they do a 180 and does this. Like you can't trust anything they say. Like this is my thing. Like if this works out like Justice Democrats kind of did, even though Justice Democrat is a flop now, but like these people is gonna be to go along to get along, man. Like they gonna have to, if they want to be career politicians, they gonna have to go along and get along. Like ain't no way in hell the Democrats gonna let these folks cause a ruckus, as AOC said, and get populist bills passed. Like how you gonna get populist bill passed when Democrats don't even want their own voters to have a $15 minimum wage? And the craziest thing is, even if they pass $15 minimum wage, it's still not enough to rent a fucking apartment in this country. So yeah, man, miss me with this. Like, I'm playing a few more minutes of this shit. It's kind of lame.
Asking you questions about what you're doing here when you and I work so closely on a day-to-day basis. Rebellion PAC and what you're doing outside of TYT is very much outside of TYT. So I'm not involved in any of this. And so one of the other questions that I have is whether, similar strategies are now being rolled out by folks like the vice chair of the Democratic National Committee, David Hogg. He's going to use about $20 million in order to primary ineffective Democrats in safe blue districts. Is this something that you see yourself working with David Hogg on, or do you see your project as entirely separate and will not have any collaboration with Hogg?
So I love what David Hogg is doing. I'm totally in favor of it. I believe in primaries. I believe in that the Democratic Party will be stronger if we have stronger, more contested primaries. We need the strongest possible candidates. For too long, the Democratic Party has anointed, and their track record on the candidates they've anointed is terrible, uniquely miserable. So no, we're not interested in anointing or giving incumbents a pass. So I love what David Hogg is doing. Will we coordinate? We haven't yet, and we're just launching today. I'm not opposed to it, but we've not had any communications about that. But everybody's got a slightly different strategy. From what I understand from the outside about his strategy, they're mainly focusing on blue districts, and which is what we did with Justice Democrats in the beginning. And nothing wrong with that. That's a perfectly good strategy. But in our case, Anna, we're doing blue, red, and purple districts. We're doing them all. In fact, the first candidate that is not in Congress has signed up is Richard Ojeda. This brother is as populist gets. He's a retired Army major. He was in Fort Bragg for 16 years, and
he's a retard. He's a retard. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there, man. Just another waste of time in the interview. Just a waste. It's a waste, man. I'm sorry. It's a waste. Like, keep doing the same shit, gonna get the same result. Like, oh God, people gonna actually donate to this, and then like you run into the Democratic Party, which even Sherman once says, running through the Democratic Party is a dead end. Like, you're not gonna get no populist bills passed, Jank. Like, they could shout to the rooftop. They could do what Cory Booker did, do a 25-hour filibuster speech. Like, they're not hearing that. In the David Hogg thing, I think it's it's a twist to it. I think they want to to be more corporatized, but that's just me. So I'm finna check out the comments, man, of this. Like, man, TYT, every video TYT had they get cooked, man. Let me look at these comments. Somebody said, "Gold standard, sound sound money for all, sound money for all your crooks." Okay, it says, um, uh, it says accountability. No, you're not serious about accountability. Let me tell you why. The idea of this is effort, this change. It requires all our money, especially my money, and I've given a lot of it to people in organizations like you, and you lame duck Democrat, especially Bernie. You really care? You really want to make change and hold politicians accountable for turning back on us? Man, they wrote a long speech here. Uh, you really want to make a change that hold turning it back on us? Give us our money back. Damn. They said give them their money back. Oh wow, like yeah, give them their money back, and I'll tell this person, found a mutual aid organization or give it to mutual aid, man. Like all that money, I tell you, it's a waste. Like even people seeing this shit, it's a waste of time and money. It is. Um, Cenk isn't launching anything. He's desperately trying to become a big shot in the organic resistance movement that started with Bernie and Leah LC's anti-oligarchy rallies. Again, those are performative. Tim Walz's town halls and most recently David Hawk's challenge to the DNC's failed orthodoxy regarding incumbency. He and his born again Karen sidekick Anna are fame and funding thirsty. Yeah, man. Yeah, they're hemorrhaging money because they led their viewers astray. I mean, Cenk and Anna had a chance to say what us radical leftists have been saying. Like they ignored us for the longest time, even though Cenk, to his credit, went on to Savvy Sap show, even though he thought Savvy was a Democrat, which she wasn't. I guess she told him later on, like, "Hey, I'm not a Democrat, dog. Like, I'm independent." He's still saying like us Democrats. Like, what the fuck is your problem? God, this egotistical maniac, man, Cenk. It says you want to replace the old corrupt. Man, these people sound angry as hell. Old corrupt, insignificant, moderate prostitutes with new far left, progressive, woke, deprived, inept, incompetent yo-yos with younger globalist, far left oligarch pimps. Is that it, bruh? Get this through your fat marbly turkey. Damn, this person crazy hell. The rest of the country don't want your open borders. I think this is a right winger though. Yeah, that's a right winger. But that's funny. Fat marbly head. Damn. Let me see. Oh yeah, by the way, Brianna Wu is not running that pack. So, let me see. Let me see. Somebody said Jank ego knows no bounds. You got that right. Jank thinks like things should run like a certain way. Like I remember Francesca told this story. Like she said, Jank said when Jank I guess when Jank was running for Congress, they're gonna give him the articles of impeachment to announce. Like, dude, like what the fuck you think? What you think you're a god or something? Oh God, don't do that, bro, Jank. Don't do yourself like that. I'm glad he said it out loud. Let me see. Let me see. It's some right wing. Yeah, that's crazy. Jake Pender right wing and right wingers are basically telling him fuck off. Like, bro, you sipping for right wingers and right wingers saying they don't like your woke politics. Damn. Uh, so I said, what a joke. So I said, Jake, do you pay a worker a, a living wage? Damn, son. Uh, let me see. Jake is a fraud. Anna's a fraud. TYT a fraud. And this announcement is a big nothing burger. It's just Jake's big money grab. Don't fall for it. Damn. Somebody right here. Damn, people are just going off on man. You are a liar, Cenk. Full shit. What? Spell his name wrong too. Full shit, you Democrats pushing. Oh my God, yeah, these are right wingers. Oh God. Uh, Let me see. Open secrets. Damn. It says Open Secrets Rebellion Pack 2024 took in $840,000, $408,000. Strategy research, administrative, unclassifiable. Less than 3% went towards campaign contributions. Yeah, it's a money grab. Like I kind of knew it. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Like I mean, TYT is frailing. It's not failing, but it's frailing. Like, like they failed. TYT failed, man. Like, you know, what about Medicare for all? Good question. Like, they ain't talking about that no more. Like, Cenk got Medicare. He don't give a fuck about you. He got an ego, remember? Let me see. Grifters say what? Good luck, guys. Go for somebody happy for him. Let me see. Any more? Um, a lot of people say these comments are bots. I don't know about them being bots. Like people just sick of Cenk's bull crap. Damn, somebody say you'll end up in jail, Cenk. Uh, yeah, open secrets. Damn, they went on open secrets and look at the rebellion pack. Damn. Um, Let me see. Cenk another loser move. so so yeah, man, I'm done. Um, so yeah, man, my final thoughts on it is that God, man, like waste, just a wait, just a big waste of time. Just like